All right, guys, welcome back for another shaving video. Today we have something very, very special. We have the BBS-1. That's right, the LA Shaving Soap Company / Wolfman BBS-1. This is the first Wolfman razor to come out. If you guys are a Wolfman fan, this is it. This was originally designed for the Los Angeles Shave Soap Company, sorry. And it was a collaboration between John and James throughout a big thing through Reddit. They went out, inquired for a razor. James is a machinist looking for work, looking for some project. John contacted him back, and they came out with this after a few months. So razor is one thing about this. I'm going to start lathering up my soap while I talk. This razor is one of my personal favorites. It's one of the best shavers I've ever used. I'm not going to say it's the best razor in the entire world because it's subjective. I haven't used every single one yet. But as of today, this is my favorite razor. I think out of all the razors that I've owned, or I do continue to own, this razor is pretty good. I'd say the closest one after this would be the Tradar, whatever how you say Tradar. Open comb is pretty close to this, as well as some other razors out there. Those would be probably in the same ballpark as a BBS-1. Also very hard to find, not available. I'm sure there's other razors out there that shave a lot better. I have experienced a few. If you looked at a couple of videos prior to this, the BBS-0 that I used, which is a Persona razor, and that was one of those giveaway razors. It's got the same dimensions as this razor. Shaves great, but it just lacks the weight and a little bit of the refinement. And the blade gap's off by a little bit. But if you're looking for, but again, that razor is harder to find than this, and probably will go for maybe half the price, if not maybe less. I was very lucky to have won one in a raffle at one point. So I am lucky to have both razors, so that's a good one as well, and that's staying in my collection, so it's not going anywhere. So soap of the day will be Holy Caw Monaco Royale. Great soap. It is made with the donkey milk and beef tallow formula. So it's a good lathering soap. I'm going to continue lathering this up. I want to spend more time on the shave than I do talking about it. As usual, I like to talk. So the BBS-1 again, I don't want to, don't leave any comments in there saying, oh, Joe, you don't know what you're talking about. There's hundreds of razors that are better. I'm sure there are, and I'm sure they're out there. But I mean, this razor is nice. You have to, anybody who's used one's got to give it credit that it's a good razor no matter what. Brush is a 2017, I believe, Paladin Jade. PK47, this is a 26 millimeter, I believe. Something I don't usually go for. I usually like 24 millimeter brushes, sorry. Really dense. Of course, I'm going to get shaving soap all over me. I'll keep it as neat as possible. Prep was hot shower. No, as always, no oil or anything like that. So all right, let's get started here. The BBS-1, I'm going, blade is a basic derby blade. I'm using a very, very mild blade today. You can see it's got a lot of blade feel. Blade just, even with this very mild blade, which I probably wouldn't recommend to anybody to use, the exception of myself, because I'm just using it for review. I have a box of derbies too, so that's why I'm trying to get rid of them. You can see this razor is clean. It's got that 1 millimeter blade gap, which is incredible. With this, you would think it's aggressive. It looks crazy aggressive. Almost feels like an open comb. And that's something that I was wondering too. If this razor was ever made with an open comb, what would it be like? Would it be more aggressive? Because it's fairly mild, but it shaves like an aggressive razor. If you can tell, like, you can go to town with this razor on you, with any blade really. And the funny part is, it's an aggressive feel, but the results are mild. An example would be like if you use an open comb, aggressive open comb, right? You're going to be using that razor. You're going to be like, oh man, the first couple times you might get a couple spots and you might be starting to get a couple weepers and bleed a little bit. With the BBS-1, you get all that, but you don't get the effects of a truly aggressive razor. So if your technique is not that good, or you're just a beginner and you're just starting out, and you don't really know what you're doing, this razor will kind of will hide a lot of that. And the problem is that's good and bad. It won't allow you to learn your technique as well. So then when you go to another razor, another aggressive razor, you're gonna have a problem. You just see, it's just, I can sit here and talk to you, and if you listen, you can hear the razors just like an aggressive razor. I mean, it's just, that's how it sounds. It just sounds like that, and it shaves like that, but it's not aggressive. So first pass is very successful. This razor on the first pass is, well, it's incredible. I'm gonna rinse. And there's always I have stuff all over me. All right. I'm gonna relather my brush, put a little water in the bowl. West Coast shaving bowl, the handmade one. Not bad, probably the best $6 you could spend in wet shaving. All right, sorry about the water. And we're gonna relather up. And even for me, like, I've had a little bit of, I had a reaction to a soap I used the other day, so I got a few bumps. Wasn't a really good shave for me, that's why I kind of haven't been making videos for last week. This brush is awesome. If you haven't tried a Paladin brush, give it a shot. They're good. The knots are nice and dense. It's just a good brush. I wish I could get 100 of them, but I can't. I have only one. I know a lot of guys that have like a huge collection, but not me, unfortunately. All right, we're gonna go again against the grain. Now, what I noticed is this razor is extremely efficient. Very, very light pressure. As it took off most of my stubble to start off with here. You can just hear it. It's doing the job, and I'm going a little bit quicker now. God, every time I use this razor, I forget. Because I have a lot of stuff I like to use. I keep some in the rotation. And I just forget about it if I put it away too long. It's so clean and nice. It's the type of razor when you put aftershave on, even if you go a little quicker and you're a little bit more aggressive to your skin, you don't get any burn. It's just designed well. Who knew that this would have been James's first razor? And he would have gone and made Wolfman after this. All right, pretty much done. I don't like to, again, you guys know if you've watched my videos before, I go very lightly here. I'm a daily shaver, so I don't like to do too much there. All right, cold water. I'm a sloppy shaver, so I got lather everywhere. Nice little pat dry here. I have to go change my shirt because I have stuff all over it. And that's it, guys. Man, my face feels great. It's a great razor. If you can ever get a hands, if you can borrow one or get one, Also try that Persona out. If you look about 2 or 3 videos over, the Persona aka BBS-0 is a nice razor to try as well. Try that one too, because I mean it's really worth it. It's worth it if you can pick one up. Remember, this design is very similar to a Gillette Tech. So if you have one of those, I mean it's not going to be the same as all, but the Gillette Tech is a nice razor too, and there are hundreds of them around. So check out the video, you know, the couple videos prior to this, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the comments and see you in the forums and all that good stuff. So as always, shave straight and shave safe. I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks.